9:52 on Internet 944, Stars on Internet 928. 7 p.m., Detroit Red Wings face the Tampa Bay Lightning. Red Wings on Sirius 209 XM 220 and Internet 929, Lightning on Internet 945. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators face the Toronto Maple Leafs. Senators on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 939, Leafs on Internet 946. 7 p.m., Montreal Canadiens take on the New Jersey Devils. Canadiens on Sirius 208, XM 219 and Internet 934, Devils on Internet 936. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Islanders on XM 204, Internet 937, Hurricanes on Internet 924. 10 p.m., Vancouver Canucks face the Washington Capitals. Canucks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 948, Capitals on Internet 950. 10 p.m., Anaheim Ducks face the Nashville Predators. Ducks on Sirius 208, XM 219 and Internet 920, Predators on Internet 935. 10 p.m., San Jose Sharks face the Florida Panthers. Sharks on Sirius 209, XM 220 and Internet 942, Panthers on Internet 931.
Get the latest news, opinion, and analysis from MMA to boxing and the professional wrestling world 24/7. SiriusXM Fight Nation, SiriusXM 156, and the SXM app.
In the summer of 1997, the New York Rangers tried to sign away Joe Sakic from the Colorado Avalanche, and owner of the Avs at that time, Charlie Lyons, had 7 days to figure out how to keep Sakic. Stopping by SiriusXM NHL Network Radio on Channel 91, Lyons was on to talk with Steve Koulias from the Power Play about his initial reaction to the news of New York offering Sakic $15 million up front in their deal.
I remember the summer of 1997. The Rangers have offer sheeted Joe Sakic. It's a 3-year deal, $21 million, $15 million up front. I remember that part. Joining us now is Charlie Lyons, the Avs CEO. The big honcho at the time joins me on the Power Play. So where were you, Charlie, when you first heard the news? Did you fall off your chair?
Well, I didn't fall off my chair, but I left my heart in San Francisco. The phone rang. It was Mark Kisla, who a terrific journalist that was always sort of ahead of stories. And he said, "Hey, what do you think about the offer sheet for Joe Sakic for $21 million with 15 up front? How you doing?" Your mind goes to, oh, he's obviously kidding. He wants something else, but he wasn't kidding. And so, it's a punch. I was getting ready to go on vacation, so that's the right time to slam somebody. And that's what it was. So I was a neighbor, my dear friend Pierre Lacroix, collaborator, lived across the cul-de-sac. So we met at the center of the cul-de-sac, and he just gave me this look like, wow, who'd have thunk? And then, what are you going to do? What's your plan, big guy? Because that's a lot of money. 30 years ago, that kind of contract was destabilizing, to say the least. And also, Dave Checkins had done his homework, right? That they had been smart enough to, because we were publicly traded and we were a young company. He looked at the balance sheet and said, "Hey, look how much money they have in the bank. So we offer $1 more." That's going to knock their company on their ear. They're going to have to take 5 picks. So, given that he had Richter and he had, the greatest player of all time, Wayne Gretzky, and by the way, Joe Sakic's idol, that was going to be a powerful team. And having just lost Messier, he needed to do something. And so he did the right thing. He said, what the heck? There's a chance they aren't going to be able to pull it off. And at least I'm making an effort. And so I felt pretty beat up, candidly.
Mad Dog Sports Radio has the best sports talk in the business, covering sports with a passion and knowledge you need. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86, and the SXM app.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Saturday, January the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 1 p.m., Boston Bruins take on the Colorado Avalanche. Bruins on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 921, Avalanche on Internet 926. 4 p.m., Seattle Kraken face the Pittsburgh Penguins. Kraken on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 943. Penguins on Internet 941. 4 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Buffalo Sabres. Oilers on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 930. The Sabres on Internet 922. 7 p.m., Columbus Blue Jackets face the LA Kings. Jackets on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 927. Kings on Internet 932. 7 p.m., Minnesota Wild face the Calgary Flames. Wild on XM 223, Internet 933. Flames on Internet 923. 7 p.m., St. Louis Blues face the Dallas Stars. Blues on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 944. Stars on Internet 928. 7 p.m., Detroit Red Wings face the Tampa Bay Lightning. Red Wings on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 929. Lightning on Internet 945. 7 p.m., Ottawa Senators face the Toronto Maple Leafs. Senators on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 939. Leafs on Internet 946. 7 p.m., Montreal Canadiens take on the New Jersey Devils. Canadiens on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 934. Devils on Internet 936. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Islanders on XM 204, Internet 937. Hurricanes on Internet 924. 10 p.m., Vancouver Canucks face the Washington Capitals. Canucks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 948. Capitals on Internet 950. 10 p.m., Anaheim Ducks face the Nashville Predators. Ducks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 920. Predators on Internet 935. 10 p.m., San Jose Sharks face the Florida Panthers. Sharks on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 942. Panthers on Internet 931.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. Sirius XM, Channel 89.
Mark Messier is a 6-time Stanley Cup champion. He won 5 with the Edmonton Oilers and 1 with the New York Rangers, and is the only player to captain 2 teams to Stanley Cup championships. In Edmonton, after winning back-to-back Stanley Cup championships in 1984 and 85, it wasn't until 1987 where the team would win their 3rd Stanley Cup championship. Speaking on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Messier joined Scott Laughlin for the morning skate on Sirius XM Channel 91 to talk about what it was like to win that 1987 Stanley Cup Finals series against the Philadelphia Flyers, despite blowing a 3-1 series lead and having to win it in a Game 7.
Mark, let's go back to the 1987.
You're listening to NHL Play-by-Play on Sirius XM.
The fireworks are in the air. Here comes the confetti from high atop the Dolo Arena.
This is Detroit Red Wings hockey. The Red Wings tonight is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
Dylan Larkin, playing in his 700th NHL game, scored a power play goal and added an assist, leading the Red Wings to a 4-2 win over the Montreal Canadiens last night at Little Caesars Arena in the District, Detroit. Andrew Kopp netted a shorthanded goal that proved to be the game winner in the contest. Jonathan Berggren and Alex DeBrincat scored even strength tallies in the first period as the Red Wings recorded their 22nd victory of the season. Cam Talbot, Red Wing netminder, stopped 27 shots. Kirby Dock and Caden Gooley scored goals for Montreal. And the final score, Detroit 4 and the Canadiens 2. The Red Wings host the Tampa Bay Lightning on Saturday. You can catch all the action at 6:45 p.m. on the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
Detroit Red Wings hockey.
Brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Corwell Health, Jack Demmer Ford, Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, Metro Detroit Chevrolet Dealers, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Jack Demmer Lincoln, Detroit Area Toyota Dealers, Wallside Windows, Meyer, McLaren Health, United Wholesale Mortgage, Feiger Law, Chevrolet, Rocket Mortgage, Priority, and Little Caesars.
This is Detroit Red Wings hockey.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled, beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Life can get busy, and finding time for doctor's appointments, well, it's tough. That's why I'm glad McLaren is making it easier. Now I can book online, do a virtual visit, or even check into the ER from my phone. Better access means better care. And with more providers and shorter wait times, they're making it work for me. McLaren, your care, our commitment. Find the care you need at McLaren.org.
Face Off with Daniela Bruce.
Welcome everybody inside Little Caesars Arena for tonight's matchup between the Red Wings and the visiting Tampa Bay Lightning. The Red Wings are coming off of a 4-2 win over the Canadiens on Thursday, a game in which we saw Detroit put up 45 shots. Jonathan Berggren, Alex DeBrincat, Andrew Kopp, and Dylan Larkin scored for Detroit. Larkin added an assist for a 2-point night, and Mo Seider also finished the game with 2 assists. Cam Talbot stopped 27 of 29 shots, and he'll get the start in net again tonight for the Red Wings. In fact, we'll see the exact same lineup for Detroit that we saw on Thursday night, which means Patrick Kane will miss his second straight game with an upper body injury, while Tyler Mott and Jeff Petrie are also still out of the lineup. Tampa Bay played last night in Chicago, a 4-3 overtime win for the Lightning. Nikita Kucherov, of course, scored the OT game winner on the power play, finishing his night with 3 points. Victor Hedman had 2 assists. With that win, the Lightning currently have 55 points and hold on to the 3rd spot in the Atlantic Division. A massive 2 points on the line for both teams tonight. The action is coming up soon, but next, Red Wings head coach Todd McClellan will join Ken Kell with a closer look at tonight's matchup with the Tampa Bay Lightning right here on the Detroit Red Wings radio network.
J.P. Weiser's Canadian Whiskey is a proud partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Sure, we could have teamed up with Toronto, or Montreal, or even Ottawa. But we'd rather support our neighbors across the river, because we've been doing things our way since 1857. So grab a bottle of our smooth, new 10-year-old whiskey and taste what it means to be wisely done.
My Sheets Rewards is like a passport to saving money. Everything you buy, whether it's gas, peanuts, milkshakes, or a sub loaded up with an entire pound of toppings, will earn you points. Then you can turn those points into savings across the store and pumps. Because Sheets knows that their freaks don't just love cramming their faces with the weirdest made-to-orders possible, but they also crave the feeling of building up to exclusive offers and freebies. Download the Sheets app today and start saving like a freak. Why the Sheets not?
Inside the locker room.
Red Wings back at it tonight. They take on the Tampa Bay Lightning with his pregame show. Red Wing head coach Todd McClellan inside the locker room is brought to you by Meijer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Red Wings got back to their winning ways, a victory over the Montreal Canadiens. What did you see in the game?
I liked our game from minute 1 all the way through minute 60. There were very few lulls in the night. Everybody participated, challenged the group to get aggressive and to start skating again, play with some pace, and play with a direct mindset. We didn't need to make all these cute plays. We can be direct and go find some garbage goals, and they responded with it. So past that test, the big one's going to happen tonight against Tampa in their building a week ago and didn't get what we wanted, so we'll have to adjust a little bit and see what we can throw at them.
There's always a big goal or two in the course of a hockey game. That shorthanded goal by Kopp certainly was a difference maker, wasn't it?
It certainly was. It came midpoint of the game or second period when we were penalty killing, obviously the shorthanded goal, but the score was 2-0 at that time. The swing between 2-1 and 2-0 or 3-0, pardon me, is huge. That gave us not a sense of security, but it gave us a little bit of room to err in case we had to. When we did, the goaltender was there, and we finished off the night in the winning end.
Todd, what are your impressions of Albert Johansson? How has he improved?
Well, he's improved everywhere. From game one till now that he's played, confidence levels up. He's playing more assertive, more aggressive. He's got a nastiness or a fierceness to him. He gets involved in battles and competition situations all over the rink, whether it's in the D zone or in the offensive zone. Trent Yanni takes care of the back end, and he has no fear, no hesitation at all in putting him out in any situation. So I think that speaks volumes for his play.
We talked earlier in our conversation about Andrew Kopp. As a center iceman, what are his responsibilities? Have you seen any differences in him?
Well, he has a lot of work to do, and all our centers do, especially when he's playing with DeBrincat and Kane. He's got to create some chaos in and around the net based on how those two play, and that's in the offensive zone. Then we're going to ask him to work all the way back to ours and play deep in our zone. So he's got to cover a lot of ice, but he's got great legs. I think he thinks the game well, and when you put those two ingredients together and they're both operating at the same time, he's very effective.
Tampa Bay Lightning provide the opposition for the Red Wings tonight. What have you learned from that last game, and what can we expect from this Red Wing team tonight?
Well, net play. We left there disappointed with net play in our zone and net play in their zone. And what does that mean? Well, we didn't get through Vasilevsky's eyes. We had some volume shooting, but nothing that was really that dangerous. And in turn, they were able to score a couple, maybe 3 goals on us with weak net play in our zone. So it'll be a focal point. All
the best in tonight's game against the Tampa Bay Lightning, Todd.
Thank you, Ken.
Daniela Bruce, she's standing by to take you around the league.
Around the League with Daniela Bruce.
Around the League is brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings continue to chase a few teams in the Eastern Conference standings, the Flyers being one of them. Philly was in action last night taking on the New York Islanders. Tyson Forster gave the Flyers a 1-0 lead in the first period, but the Islanders responded quickly with 2 quick goals from Anthony Duclair and Bo Horvat to give New York the 2-1 lead after 1. Brock Nelson then extended that New York lead in the second.
Here's Nelson through the right circle. He's in, shoots, he scores! Whoa, Nelly! Brock snaps it home from the right circle, make it 3 unanswered for the Isles, and they lead it 3-1.
After a scoreless third period, the final in this game was 3-1 Islanders. Philly now has 50 points on the season after that loss. The Wings just a point behind them. Both teams are chasing the Columbus Blue Jackets, who have 53 points and hold that second wildcard spot in the East. The Islanders still find themselves in the mix with 47 points. Around the League is brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the Detroit Red Wings.
Hey, Red Wing fans, we're back in the friendly confines of home, and I'm joined by a friendly pregame show guest, Andy Hetzel from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Hello again, Andy.
Hello, my friend. It's good to see you as always, and Blue Cross proudly serves as the official health insurance partner of our Detroit Red Wings.
Andy, we've talked with Red Wing fans about the benefits of going digital with Blue Cross and all the things your members can do when they have an online member account. For something you operate with your fingertips, it's a pretty powerful resource to have.
You're right about that, Ken. With an online member account, our members can have easy access to what their plan includes and covers. They can compare prescription drug costs, check their deductibles and out-of-pocket costs, and view their virtual ID card.
Andy, it also allows Blue Cross and Blue Care Network members to find in-network doctors and hospitals. And that member account provides access to health care online. That comes in handy if your doctor is not available or if you're traveling out of state.
That's right, Ken. Finding a participating doctor near you and being able to do it from your phone with the Blue Cross mobile app is great when it comes to convenience. But let's say you need to find a specialist for a major health issue and you want to find out which hospitals have the most affordable quality care, treatment expertise, and best outcomes for patients. Your online member account can help you do that too.
So we can get information that helps us make the best decisions about our own health care. And online health care, I've got to say, Andy, as someone who travels a lot, I really like the idea of being just 1 or 2 clicks away from getting many health care needs met, just like I was at the doctor's office.
And that's what we hear from our members, Ken, that same story. That online member account also makes paying bills for healthcare services simpler and more secure.
As you've told Red Wing fans before, Andy, going digital is just a few easy steps away for Blue Cross members.
It is so easy, Ken. Just go online to bcbsm.com/register or download the free Blue Cross mobile app. Again, that's bcbsm.com/register.
As always, thanks again, Andy.
Thank you, Ken. Now let's go Red Wings.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
From the rink with Daniela Bruce.
Daniela Bruce joined today by Red Wings forward Andrew Kopp. Andrew, a nice bounce-back game for you guys against Montreal last night. What did you see were some of the biggest differences from what we saw on the road trip?
Well, we had a little bit of offense, which was good. I think in a fast start, I think the last two or the middle two games of the road trip kind of got down in the first. Early in the second, kind of too quickly, and the game kind of got out of hand from there. So we had a way better start. Getting the first goal was huge, and then we just played faster. I think we were just more on our toes, more aggressive, just kind of sharper all around. So it was definitely a must-win game kind of for us. Not that there's must-wins, but in the position that you're in against the team you're chasing, against the team that we already lost that back-to-back to in December, that was a big win.
Todd McClellan talked pregame yesterday, and he had mentioned that with any team, but talking about you guys specifically, obviously, that getting the first goal is really important, and it kind of changes the mentality of your offense. Can you describe that a little bit? What is the difference when you do score first?
Well, I mean, scoring first is big, but I think it's also like the longer you go in the game without scoring, then you start pressing, and I think that, that Dallas game, for example, I think it was kind of 3-0 for a long time in that game, and we just kind of couldn't break through, and that's when it can kind of ruin your will, confidence, momentum, any of that. So getting the first one is, important, obviously, in the context of the game, scoring a goal, but just kind of having a fast start and feeling good about your game so that you can look up in the second period, and even if you have 0, you feel good about your team's game, but kind of getting one within that first 20, it can be really important just for the feeling of the team.
Coach McClellan also mentioned last night that he asked some specific things from you specifically before the Philly game, and over 6 periods he was complimenting how well you've played and rewarded, obviously, with the shorthanded goal last night. Where do you feel like your personal game is at, especially since he's been here and made some adjustments?
Yeah, it's been... I feel like it's been pretty strong. I think that there's, obviously offensive production, you can always score more, but I think that he's asked us to play a lot differently defensively, and I think that before he was here, I think we kind of got stuck to, I have my guy kind of, and you can just kind of hold your guy's hand around the zone. As long as that guy doesn't score, you're fine. But now we're so much more attacking, so I think that's, kind of what was a strength of my game coming to Detroit. And so I think that is just kind of figuring out that those times where I can really kind of outnumber the other team and win a little battle and get out of our zone, so we're not spending time in our zone. So just trying to be involved in all the plays, especially as a centerman. You got to play 200 feet, you got to play all 4 corners, you got to get in on the forecheck, you got to be the solid in our own zone. So it's a big job, and especially playing with 2 guys like Cat and Kaner that are dynamic offensively, but I'm going to be probably the one going to the net and forechecking most of the time. That I gotta be able to do all those things and then win puck battles and get them the puck in dangerous opportunities. So it's a big job for sure, but feel like there's been really good times, and then there's been times where we kind of haven't had enough identity of our line, and haven't even if we aren't scoring, to be able to provide something to the team. And so feel like the last couple games have been better, and there was some ups and downs before that. In the 7-game win streak, we scored a lot of goals, but we also kind of gave up a few that we don't need to. And then the middle 2 games on the road trip weren't our best either. So just trying to kind of right the ship and get some consistency, and not just offense. We all kind of chipped in offensively last night. It wasn't necessarily as a line. I think they got theirs on the power play, and I got mine on the penalty kill, obviously. But just to feel good about your line, feel good about the shifts that you have, feel good about the way that you tilt the ice.
You mentioned the middle 2 games on the road trip not going well. One of those was against Tampa Bay, who you guys are facing next year. What has to be different against a team like that? And you mentioned how big of a game Montreal was. This is another one.
Yeah, I think cleaner out of our zone is probably the first thing. Working hard to get back in breakouts and outnumbering the puck. And then, from there, if we're skating back a little bit harder than we get the proper, systems to the point where we're outnumbering the puck, then we're going to be able to skate with the puck and make cleaner plays coming out of our zone instead of having to chip, and then, just survive each shift. So that'll be part of it. We got a lot of shots against Vasilevsky, but maybe not as much net traffic as we needed. And honestly, probably could have put more at him to create more chaos around the net. So, and then I think Kucherov had a big night against us. So find a way to limit the amount of impact that he can have on the game, because obviously it's very large.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate your time, Andrew.
Thanks, dude.
This has been Daniela Bruce with the Red Wings forward Andrew Kopp. Now it's time for tonight's Keys to the Game.
Tonight's Keys to the Game.
Saturday night hockey coming to you from Little Caesars Arena in the district of Detroit. Red Wings trying to make it 2 in a row after a 4-2 victory over the Montreal Canadiens. Along with Paul Woods and Daniela Bruce, I'm Ken Kell. Big victory for the Red Wings against the team that they're trying to catch in the standings, the Montreal Canadiens. And tonight, another Atlantic Division battle, this time against the Lightning.
Every game is critical now. Wings have 34 games left on their schedule. I think if they can go 21-13 over those 34 games, they'll have a good chance to make the playoffs with 91 points. It will not come easy. So many teams still battling for playoff lives in the Eastern Conference.
Detroit Red Wings coming into tonight's hockey game and trying to battle with a team that is kind of an up and down team. They've gone through stretches, Paul, where they've won a couple, they lose a couple. They won last night in Chicago, and now they come here to Detroit.
I'll give you 9 other teams in the battle for playoff spots in the Eastern Conference that fit that same description. They're on, they're off. It's hard to describe. Both the New York Islanders looked like they were going to be done for the season. They've won 3 consecutive games. They're right back into it again. Wings got some help this afternoon. Edmonton beat Buffalo. And Boston, they'll beat Colorado 3-1 after that massive trade by the Avalanche. And Seattle beat the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's going to hurt the Penguins of playoff chances. There's another big game tonight. Kings against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Wings are 4 points out with a game in hand on Columbus. Toronto and Ottawa. That's another big game. Hope to at least win that one. And the New Jersey Devils hope they can go to Montreal and help the Canadiens continue their losing streak.
Well, what did the Red Wings have to do to come away with a victory to a team that they lost 5-1 a week ago Saturday?
That game that score wasn't a good indication where that game was going, and the Wings actually controlled a lot of that game. Just had a major lapse in the second period when Tampa Bay did a lot of damage. I like that statement that Todd McClellan said about go find some garbage goals against the Montreal Canadiens. Not just that Montreal Canadiens, but another thing I noticed too in that game against Montreal, we seemed very comfortable in the third period with that 2-goal lead. Just very sound defense, like we knew what we could do, and we played the way we should play, we'd win the hockey game. So I think that's been good. And the Wings again have been much improved under Todd McClellan to take over the coaching reins for the Red Wings.
Take a look at the injury report right now. It's brought to you by McLaren Healthcare, doing what's best. Jeff Petrie still out with that undisclosed injury. Tyler Mott, upper body injury. Patrick Kane, upper body injury. And we used to see the Red Wings going 11-7 under Derek Lalonde. It looks like John Cooper's going to go with 11-7. Cam Atkinson was a late scratch.
That's a weakness right now for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Atkinson's not really having a good this season. Had some great years with the club, but the Tampa Bay is real good. The top 2 lines extremely dangerous. Their top defensemen are good. They're missing 2 of their top 4. J.J. Moser and Eric Cernak back in the blue line, and that's a big loss. You put those 2 guys back in there, different-looking team, but the Wings can contain those top 2 lines. They should be all right. Tampa Bay very good on both special teams, 5th in the power play, 8th in the penalty killing, and of course the Wings have the 3rd best power play in the National Hockey League. The penalty killers have got to do the job tonight. Cam Talbot's been very good in goal, 4th consecutive victory. Need him to win this game tonight as well.
Well, the penalty killers have done a pretty good job over the last 2 games. Red Wings 4 for 4 in the last 2 games of the penalty kill department.
I like what Andrew Kopp said too in Danielle's interview with him about in your own zone defensive coverage, not just locking in and saying, well, I got my guy, I'm doing my job. You've got to react to what your teammates are doing and watch what's going on and understand where that puck's going to go next and help out your teammate when he makes his decision. It forces you to make a decision as well, and hopefully it's the correct one, but they're much more aggressive defensively, and that's been a big plus.
Red Wings and Lightning coming up next right here on the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
I'm Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions. Everyone knows you get aggressive on fourth down, and everyone knows you call Sam if you're injured. Why not? They've been offering their no-fee guarantee forever, and they always give everyone a free call and consultation. Not to mention they've recovered billions of dollars for their clients, and they've had the winning record for over 50 years. That's why everyone knows you call Sam if you're injured. It's the best call you can make after an accident. Some things just aren't up for debate. Injured? Call Sam.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
Ohio Stadium, where the Wolverine and Buckeye States meet to throw fuel on a century-old rivalry. But this time, it's different. This time, the roles of red and blue are reversed. This time, it's hockey at the shoe. The Blue Jackets and Red Wings take it outside with the Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series. Buy tickets now.
It's 2025 all year long, but Wallside's extra 20% off the sale price ends Saturday. An extra 20% off for cash when you call by Saturday, January 25th. Plus, half off every Wallside window or get 5 years no interest, no down payment. An extra 20% off every Wallside window ends Saturday, January 25th. Call Wallside today, 1-800-521-7800 or go to wallside.com.
Face-off is just moments away as we pause for station identification on the Detroit Red Wings radio.
Before,
Jury, wrist far side, shoots deflected, they score!
He lives here. Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
And again, we welcome you back to Little Caesars Arena here in downtown Detroit. Here's Red Berenson blowing the horn here tonight. He's fired up.
This is hockey time. Let's have a great game.
The man with a great backhand and a great coach, not only in the NHL and in college hockey at Michigan, Red Berenson.
Just a great player, and again, just a great teammate. We hear about Red Berenson, positive.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Wallside Windows. We can do that. We are the factory. Call us today for a free estimate.
Andre Vasilevsky in their goal, 315 victories, outstanding career. Darren Radich and Victor Hedman back on the blue line up front. Anthony Cirelli, Brandon Hagel, and Nikita Kucherov.
Cam Talbot in goal for the Red Wings. Sider and Sherrod on the blue line up front. Larkin, Casper, and Raymond underway here in Detroit. Late arriving crowd, and the puck is in the Red Wings zone. Sider to dump it ahead. Raymond chipped it over the Tampa Bay blue line. Lightning will play it out to center. Raymond's pass was in behind Dylan Larkin, and Larkin's got a tag up. He does. Now swats the puck away from his man and shoots it in behind the Tampa Bay goal.
It's the all-star defenseman, Victor Hedman. He's got it again. He's definitely the best defenseman. Good news for Tampa Bay fans. Cernak back in the blue line. He's a top four defenseman. He'll definitely help settle down the Lightning.
Here comes Casper. Make that Veleno over the blue line. 3-on-2. Pass to Comfer. His shot blocked by Cernak. It comes back to the blue line, holding it in Berggren. Now to Edmondson, rolls it to Veleno in behind the Tampa Bay goal. Puck stolen by McDonough. He'll lay it up the left wing boards and now flipped out the center ice by the Lightning inside the Red Wing end.
And Ryan McDonough getting very close now to 1,000 games played in the National Hockey League. Amazingly, plus 230 his NHL career.
Edmondson stumbles and then he manages to hip check his man. That was Nick Paul, and now the Red Wings break out the center. Here's Berggren. Over the Lightning blue line. Feed past the Comfer in the corner. Sharp angle shot hit the side of the goal. The rebound in the corner. Comfer laid it back on the line to Gustafsson. Checked along the near boards, and now it's pinched out to center ice by Girgensson.
The big power forward Nick Paul. We got him from the Ottawa Senators. So Ottawa's got a very important game on home ice again tonight.
Girgensson stick handles over the line, and he's belted down from behind by Tarasenko. Puck worked around the boards by Geekie. Popped it up into the air. It's in the Detroit end. Girgenson's after it in the corner. Hall's going to get there first to chip it up the wing. Flipped it into the air, and now it's Perbix cutting back towards his own blue line as the Red Wings bring it forward. Brinkett behind the back feed to Gustafsson, and he'll backhand it into the right corner, and in after it there is Lilleberg. Takes a hit along the end boards, point, steers it ahead, comes out to Kucherov at center ice. Kucherov banked it off the boards and in behind the Red Wing goal. Talbot will lift it himself around the wing. Sherrod stops it in his skates, now pushed it up, and now Kopp to deliver it out to center ice.
It's a dangerous offense. defensive team, especially with top of two lines. They tied it up with 3.3 seconds left to go in regulation time last night against the Blackhawks. An important goal by Jake Gunsel.
Hedman lifting it to Kucherov, right wing boards over the Red Wing line, pitched it to the front of the goal, but coming back to steal, that's Mo Sider. Now, collision between Kucherov and Hedman. The Red Wings bring it out to center ice.
John Cooper's blood pressure went up watching those two all-star players collide.
Hedman now sends the puck down inside the Tampa Bay zone. There's a stick on the ice right inside the Tampa Bay blue line. 3 minutes gone by in the opening period, no score. Here's Nick Paul bringing that puck out to center ice. He'll flip the Detroit goal. Edmondson rifles it around the boards to Larkin. He'll dump it out to the Tampa Bay blue line. Hit that stick out on the ice. Red Wings hold it in. Soderblom belted along the boards. Gets it out in front for Rasmussen and intercepted. And the Lightning to play it out to center ice. Soderblom again will lift that puck into the corner in the Lightning end. McDonough tapped it around into the corner. He's fighting hard to get it in behind the net. Soderblom with the long reach. Drops it behind the goal to Rasmussen. On his backhand, wheels it to the blue line. Here's Edmondson rolling it in behind the goal. Trickles into the corner for Soderblom. Big Elmer turns, fires. It dipped on the goaltender Vasilevsky, but he comes up with a glove hand save.
Greatest compliment I can give him right now, Elmer Soderblom. He definitely does not look out of place. Look like he's played all season long for Detroit. And that fourth line now has become a weapon for the Red Wings, something they haven't had to start the season. But good work by those three forwards.
16:20 to go here in the opening period. Cam Talbot has won 6 of his last 7 games. He's in goal for the Red Wings. Vasilevsky had a terrific career. He's over 30 years old right now, but he's played over 500 games and he has over 300 victories.
315 to be exact. The victories keep piling up. They'll probably win another 15 games before the season's over. To bang play off the face-off. Icing call here against Tampa Bay. They'll do it one more time. Vladimir Tarasenko's out there. His line mates, Alex DeBrincat, Andrew Kopp. I should have had Kopp as one of the stars in the last game. I should have picked him. That shorthanded goal he scored in the second period was a very important play in the hockey game. He's only one of 3 players in a plus season so far for Detroit. JT Compher's the other guy doing it, and back on the blue line, Simon Edmondson.
From the draw, the puck goes into the corner, and Tarasenko first man of the puck trying to fend off a check. It's rolled off to the side of the goal by the Wings. And now the Lightning lift it out to center ice. And that is Cirelli to tap it into the Detroit end. No score in the hockey game. 15:58 to play first period. Puck in behind the Red Wing goal. Justin Hall tapped it up the near wing. Intercepting it is Chafee to play it into the corner. And now it's lifted ahead by Detroit. Came out to center. Circle.
Really underrated player, Anthony Cirelli. He's actually picked to represent the Four Nations tournament. It's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks.
And an icing call has been charged against the Tampa Bay Lightning with a face-off coming down on the ice in the Tampa Bay zone.
And the Wings have much improved since the coaching changed. Their record now under Todd McClellan, 9-4-1. They keep that to pace up in those final 34 games of the season. They'll definitely make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference.
Well, the Lightning took advantage of the power play yesterday in Chicago. Of their 4 goals, 3 of them came with the man advantage. points in his last 11 hockey games, and now a give and go over the line. Larkin to Raymond moving in. He shoots. Vasilevsky made the save.
That's played perfectly right there by the defense of Tampa Bay. The defenseman took the pass from the shooter.
Larkin short side with a shot, and that one ends up wide to the goal off the glass and into the crowd. Again, it was that no-look play by Raymond. Looked like he was going to pass it, and then got the shot away.
He's moved up in scoring the National Hockey League. He's tied now for 18th in the National Hockey League in scoring race. He's been a very consistent player all season long, Lucas Raymond. That's the thing back to. He got off to slow start. A lot of people are asking where are all the goals for Lucas Raymond. Probably the first 10 games of the season. Since that time, he's been on a very strong pace for the Rivers.
Put on some weight, some muscle, and he's very strong in his skates right now, Lucas Raymond.
You need that weight and muscle. Just the size. That address to gives him a chance to be versatile behind that bench, come up with all different kinds of different line combinations. You see Nick Paul, who's now a third-line center iceman, moving up and playing with Hagel and Cicerelli.
Well, Cam Talbot in goal for the Red Wings, and he's posting wins, Danielle, on a regular basis right now.
Yeah, Cam Talbot is 6-1-0 in his last 7 starts dating back to January 2nd. There are only 2 goaltenders in the league better with more wins than that right now, and that's Jake Ottinger and Logan Thompson. Talbot also became the first Red Wings goalie to post a 5-game home win streak since Alex Nedeljkovic did it in late 2021. Cam Talbot playing well right now.
You mentioned Alex Nedeljkovic. He's got a goal in his pocket now as he scored a goal. And he's one of those goaltenders that scored at every level, I think.
Don't forget about the assist.
That's right, he did have an assist.
A 2-point night for Alex Nedeljkovic.
From the blue line, here is Chernak with a slap shot, save made. Talbot rebound up the right wing, cleared out the center by Kopp. Lightning flip it back in. If Paul touches that puck, it's offside, but he skates out the center, and now the Wings to shoot it in on goal. Vasilevsky hands it off to Eric Chernak.
This is another guy surprised Ottawa let him go, and again, big, strong, a power forward. Not quite sure what Ottawa had in mind at that time. Didn't get much back. Matthew Joseph, one of the players in that deal. He's playing for another team right now in the National Hockey League, not the Senators.
Off, making a beeline over the line. A lot quicker than he did in the skills competition last year. As that goes into the corner now in the Tampa Bay zone. No score in the hockey game as they jam away at it in the left corner. Squirts free. Sherratt now wide open here. Sider with a chance. A tipping wrist shot. And Vasilevsky the save.
Boy, broken coverage that time by Tampa Bay. Everybody on that one side of the ice, and Ben Sherratt got it over to Rich Sider. Clear path to where Vasilevsky let it go from probably 20. A big stop by Vasilevsky, giving up no rebounds.
First period of tonight's game brought to you by Meijer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Red Wings. We've got our first timeout, 12:40 to go, scoreless tie in the opening period on the Detroit Red Wings radio network.
Hey Red Wings fans, are you tired of spending all your money on gas? Then you need the free Upside app, the app that gives you real cash back whenever you get gas. And with the price of gas today, it's big news and big money. Now, instead of just watching your dollars go into your tank, you can download the free app from Upside and start putting money back in your wallet with every gallon of gas you buy. That's right, get paid real cash when you fuel up and use that cash to score some sweet Red Wings gear or tickets to the game. Best of all, the cash back doesn't stop at gas. Upside also works at restaurants and select grocery stores too. Upside users have already made back over $800 million. So don't wait. Download the free Upside app today and start getting cash back on every gallon of gas. And as a bonus for all you Red Wings fans out there, use promo code RW when you sign up and get an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back with your first fill up. That's promo code RW. Remember, use promo code RW for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank of gas. The Detroit Red Wings and Upside, a winning combination on and off the ice.
When your goal is a new automobile, there's no better call to make than North Brothers Ford in Westland. They've received the
the prestigious President's Award over 23 times. It's the only Ford dealership on Ford Road, and they've been conducting business for over 87 years. Stop by today and check out their league-leading selection of F-150s, Broncos, Expeditions, Mustangs, and so much more. Their certified salespeople are committed to providing the ultimate customer service, and highly trained technicians will ensure you get the very most out of the life of your vehicle. Score big with the North Brothers Ford team today.
No score in the hockey game between the Red Wings and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tonight's game brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Red Wings radio network. Confidence comes with every card. Face-off coming up, circle to the left of Vasilevsky. The Red Wings have fired 5 shots on him. I think back to last Saturday, the Wings registered over 40 shots in that game against the Lightning.
Getting back Cam Talbot, too, you think back the first month of the season, he was near the top of every category, goaltending categories in the NHL, the top save percentages, but he's coming back now slowly, moving back near the top of the save percentage statistic.
Puck inside the Lightning zone, almost intercepting Berggren in front of Vasilevsky, but was cleared away up the right wing boards by the Lightning out to the Red Wing blue line.
Wings have carried the play. Shot totals have backed that up. 5 for Detroit, just 2 for Tampa Bay. Just 1 chance by them off the stick of Kucherov.
Turning with his Geeky, didn't clear it out along the outside rim of the left circle near boards in that Tampa Bay zone. Girgensons, the former Sabre, trying to jam it loose. Got it deeper into the corner. Perbix is covered by Joe Valeno. Now Berggren steals in front. Comfort tried to score, and that one knocked away by Vasilevsky. A lot of hard work in the corner. One by Detroit, and the Red Wings almost capitalized.
Then John Berggren's the guy who won that battle down low. Perfect little centering pass, and JT Comfort from a sharp angle, but still a very dangerous scoring chance. And Vasilevsky stood his ground against that right-hand goalpost to make the big save.
There's Chernak in over the Red Wing line, dropping it back to Kucherov. McDonough floats it into the corner, intercepting for Detroit. That is Gustafsson, who will hammer it out to center. Gensel 2-on-1 over the line. Pass to Kucherov with a shot. He fired it over the crossbar.
What a diving attempted save that time by Cam Talbot. Perfect execution by Tampa Bay. They almost snapped the.
Boy, Kucherov can really get that puck away in a hurry. We saw it right there.
Quick release. What a perfect cross-ice pass it was.
Second-round pick, Kucherov of the Tampa Bay Lightning. No score in the hockey game. Here's Tarasenko down the wing. Leads it back to the blue line. Shot taken. Sneaky shot from the line by Johansson. Pad save Vasilevsky. Into the corner now. The Wings play it back in the line. Here's Edvinsson out of Tarasenko. Shooting the puck wide of the goal. The rebound into the corner. Edvinsson moves away from Jake Gensel. Now it's kicked by Tarasenko. Broken up. 2-on-1 developing the other way. Over the line, left side, a feed pass over to Cirelli, back in front, no cross-ice feed up to the side of the goal. Cirelli had a wide open net, and he can't believe it. What a break right there.
Well, 4 different players involved in the rush, maybe a little bit over a pass, but still to get the wide open net, and Anthony Cirelli just did miss. And Simon Evanson came back up front. He missed the far goal post right on his stick. He was surprised.
He made 3 or 4 passes and had the wide open net and could not score.
Came after a skate pass, but let him Tarasenko in the offensive zone. That was not a good play.
Back in the line, the Tampa zone. Sherratt with a chance and coming up with a glove save. Vasilevsky, and gives up no rebound.
One of the better passing plays I've seen in a long time. The opposing team didn't score. Boy, Anthony Cirelli liked that back, but I think he was surprised when that pass came back to him. He wasn't expecting it.
I thought the third guy who had the puck was going to shoot it into the open net. Instead, it went over to Cirelli. And didn't get a lot on it, but he just fired it wide to the left goal post.
I don't think he thought it was coming. I thought the guy we just described, the third guy, was going to take the shot himself, but instead he passed it back across to Cirelli. He just wasn't quite ready. And the Wings are thankful for that.
Still no score in the hockey game. Red Wings with 8 shots, Lightning 3. Rasmussen pumped it around the boards, and it comes out to center ice. Sider picks it up in full flight, now moves into his own zone, put on the brakes, swings it across to Ben Sherratt. Front of the penalty box. Sherratt will hammer it into the Lightning zone. Now it's lifted. Chernak up the right side. Rink wide feed too far in front of everybody. Tampa's making a change. And after the puck is Chafee, and behind the goal tied up Talbot. And the Red Wings clear it out of harm's way.
Cam made a good play that time. Didn't get to rattle. The forward was back in the net, battling for the puck, and he calmly went from his skate to his stick to get his team out of trouble.
Glenn Denning with a centering attempt for Michael Asamon, who redirected one wide of the Detroit net.
He just did miss. He did redirect it and just passed that far goalpost.
Now Glenn Denning, the former Red Wing, that hammered in behind the Detroit net. No score in the opening period, 9:05 to go. All in behind the Red Wing goal, turns away from Gensel, lays it up the left wing and out the center ice, Lucas Raymond. Skates over the blue line, has an opening, passes it off right side for Dylan Larkin, fired it wide of the goal. And behind the net, Raymond in the Tampa Bay zone, in front for Larkin, who got a shot away, had his stick lifted, and he's swinging his hand around a little bit. May have hurt as that puck comes out the center ice to Raymond, and Kucherov bangs it away from him.
A nice, clever little soft pass again by Lucas Raymond.
Kucherov trying to get it loose, and Raymond to tap it out to center ice, and that's where the Lightning will regroup. McDonough in his own zone lifts it ahead to Jake Gensel. No score in the opening period. Gensel with a feed over the line. Geekie got the feed from Asamont. Asamont, long shot towards the front of the goal. Talbot the save, and looking for a loose puck in front was Jake Gensel.
And both these veteran goaltenders a very good job of handling those rebounds, not giving out their rebounds, and keeping a scoreless tie here in the opening period. Both teams have had some good chances.
Timeout. No score in the opening period. 8:16 to play in the first. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Red Wings. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Red Wings. All we do is win.
All we do is win. Wings fans looking for the best poker? Well, the puck stops here. PokerStars is America's #1 poker app. With more games, more players, more chances to win, and the most generous rewards program in the game. New customers get $100 in free play. Download the app and sign up today. 21 plus and present in Michigan. Opt-in and poker wagering required within 5 days of sign-up. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable poker tournament tickets and casino site credit that expires in 7 days. See terms at pokerstars.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for confidential help.
You are so much more than your cancer diagnosis. You're our inspiration. At Trinity Health, cancer care experts combine the latest research and technology with personalized support inspired by you and your unique journey. From diagnosis to treatment and beyond, we're here to guide you every step of the way with care that nurtures your body, mind, and spirit. Learn more at trinityhealthmi.org/cancer. Trinity Health. We see all of you.
Red Wings take on the Los Angeles Kings to conclude this 3-game homestand on Monday. You can catch all the action. You can get your tickets right now at DetroitRedWings.com/tickets. No score in the first period. Tampa's had some good scoring chances, and the Red Wings have fired 9 shots at Vasilevsky.
How about that save that Cam Talbot didn't make when a 2-on-1 fast break and 2-on-1 by Tampa Bay, and Kucherov won the time and just did miss that top corner, but boy, he dove back across the goal crease. Glove first, Cam Talbot trying to make that save.
Wings dump it into the Lightning zone, and they wait the icing off. Hedman tapped it weakly in behind his own goal, turning with a Braden Point in deep to lift it up the left wing.
They burned up a lot of energy last night in the victory against the Blackhawks, but they've been crisp here in the opening period. Detroit's got it again. Here comes Marco Kasper.
Shot blocked and now moved into the left corner, and picking it up is Point, spinning away from traffic. Moved it away from Larkin out to center ice. Red Wings Kasper bumped it back in across the Tampa Bay blue line. Victor Hedman's pass got away from Gensel. Now to retrieve it is Sherratt. It's banked off the boards to center by Kasper to Dylan Larkin, and he'll shoot it in behind the Lightning goal as both teams will change on the go.
Got to give Boston the credit. The Bruins at home ice, a big 3-1 victory against Colorado. The Boston Bruins playing with their 2 best defensemen, Hampus Lindholm, Charlie McAvoy, but still starting to pick back up the points in the Eastern Conference.
1-0 lead for the Avalanche for quite some time, and then the Bruins caught fire in the third.
I'm not sure the Avalanche are too thrilled with that trade. They lost a very, very good player, Mikko Rantanen, who now plays for the Carolina Hurricanes.
Shot taken from the left side by Asamont on goal, and Talbot made the save. You know, I think it was a salary thing, to be honest with you. I'm not so sure that they wanted to give more money to him.
It's definitely about the salary, and that's what salary cap does. They wanted to keep him for sure, but you can't keep everybody.
Right.
And that's going to be the problem with Toronto Maple Leafs offseason. Mikko Rantanen, Taylor Hall. How about a break for Taylor Hall? He now plays for Carolina. Colorado gets Martin Necas, Jack Drury. Chicago gets a 3rd-round pick, and the Colorado Avalanche also get a 2nd and 4th round pick from Carolina. That's a major deal for the Carolina Hurricanes. All we need now is a number 2 center iceman. That's an outstanding team and a team to watch in the Eastern Conference.
Who do you think got the better deal?
Easily Carolina.
Puck ends up in behind the Detroit goal. No score in the first period. It comes back to the blue line. Lilleberg moves it in behind the Detroit goal. Esamont fighting hard for possession. Kopp in there trying to knock it away from Luke Glendenning. Helping out Edmondson, tapping it to the blue line. Held in Lilleberg to move it in behind the goal to Esamont. Esamont slides it in front. It comes back to the blue line. Lilleberg now to the top of the right circle for Esamont, who turns and fires. It's blocked by Johansson. Johansson was shoved by Esamont after playing that puck down the ice.
See, there's what Andrew Kopp's talking about. Good job by Albert Johansson that time. Staying with his man, he chased them all the way up to the blue line, so now you got one less defenseman down in front. The other players have to adjust to it to play that team defense. It's a 5-man game.
Both teams have stayed out of the penalty box. Kucherov's pass broken up inside the Detroit zone, and now they whistle it down offside. 6:10 to play, first period, and there's no score in the hockey game, and all the goals that the Red Wings score this season are DTE Energy, like the lamp goals.
Something else surprised me about Lucas Raymond. I saw that he's actually third now in the National Hockey League in power play points. He's got 23 power play points on the season so far, so he's improved his game in lots of different ways, and not many guys his size can play even strength on the top line, kill penalties, and also play in the power play.
Brayden Point, Dylan Larkin, they both have 12 power play goals.
Yeah, I'm talking points. Yeah, 12 goals, but Raymond's got 23 power play points.
Red Wing power play has been deadly all season long. They are third best, I believe, in the National Hockey League as the Wings will tap it out to center ice. Comfer laid it over the line to Joe Valeno to Comfer. Loses an edge, goes down. Perbix trying to knock it loose. Now Hedman rattles it around the end boards for Kucherov. Nikita Kucherov steers it out to center to Jake Gensel. Carries the puck over the Red Wing line, cuts wide on Sider. Circles the Detroit goal, sends it in front to Kucherov, and he hit the goal post. He had Talbot beat. Another good chance, but he claimed it off the post.
He's a dangerous man, Nikita Kucherov. Started that play back in his own zone. He gets it in the Red Wing zone. Calmly went from the forehand to the backhand, let it go in motion. Good break right there for Red Wings off the post.
At least 3 good scoring chances. Sorelli had a wide open net missed. Kucherov has had 2 or 3 good chances here.
Think about him when you watch him play. Like, he's not like he can exert himself. He just seems very relaxed when he's getting all these scoring chances.
Nick Paul in the left corner, watched by Hall along the boards. 5 minutes to go in the opening period. No score. Hedman throws it over now to Crozier, who fired the shot. Pad save. Talbot rebound in the corner. Paul is checked by Gustafsson.
He went for long stretches last night without a shot on goal against the Blackhawks. It looked like rejuvenated the team since Eric Cernak came back on the blue line.
Kiki with a check on Fisher, rolls it up the wing. Reaching in Elmer Soderblom as they battle for it along the boards. Now it's pushed in behind the Red Wing goal. Look out. Backpedaling is Rasmussen to get it out to Soderblom, who ran into a brick wall in Crozier.
He's probably given up about 40 pounds in that battle, though. Neither player left their feet.
Lightning bounce it into the near corner in the Detroit zone. Tampa picking up the physical play right now. No score in the hockey game. And Edmondson along the left wing in his own zone to tap it ahead to Raymond, who pitched it out to the Tampa Bay blue line. McDonough lifting it out to center ice. Hagel's pass off the stick to the Detroit blue line. Now it bounces to Marco Kasper at center ice. Lifts it ahead. Raymond up across the line. Cutting through defenders. Makes his way in. Got the shot away on a backhand. He made something out of nothing right there and fired it through the goal mouth.
Such a persistent player, Lucas Raymond.
Brayden Point out at center ice now into the Red Wing zone. Barely onside to Kucherov. Kucherov protects the puck. Now to Chernak. Left circle feed McDonough. Calling for the puck is Kucherov, and now he'll get the puck along the left wing. Kucherov protecting the puck, moves through traffic, tapped it to the line. Chernak now misfiring Hagel from the right circle on a one-timer. Larkin scooping it up for Detroit. Steers it out to center ice. McDonough swings it over to Chernak again from the red line. Hammers it across the Red Wing blue line. Edmondson to bat it back into the Tampa Bay zone.
Been a fast pace period, and the referee's done a good job not calling any minor penalties.
Here's DeBrincat. He's on the ice now. Pushed it in behind the Detroit goal to Johansson. To DeBrincat out to center ice. Moves in across the Tampa line. 3 men back. Drops it back to Kopp with a wrister, and he fired it wide.
Lots of time, Andrew Kopp. He wound up. That was a heavy wrist shot. Just did miss that far goal post.
Playing fast right here as Sider to tap it to the side of Vasilevsky. Now to Brinkett, nice feed to Tarasenko with a turnaround shot from the right circle. Vasilevsky makes the glove save.
That's an amazing play right there, Alex DeBrincat. He's actually skating the opposite direction and redirects the puck back in behind his back with his stick right to Tarasenko, who's looking for goal number 300.
Timeout, 2:49 to play in the opening period here on this Saturday night in Detroit. No score between the Red Wings and the Lightning. We'll be back. Little Caesars Arena in a moment. This is the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
Together, let's drive.
Behind the scenes, Michigan's public health team is working to make our community healthier. Checking food safety in restaurants, licensing tattoo parlors, safeguarding vital records for life's milestones, preparing for emergencies, and providing help during a crisis. No matter which community you live in across Michigan, public health workers are there protecting us all. Learn more at michigan.gov/public health. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Imagine a world where technology transforms the way we think about our environment. Welcome to Priority, where we're redefining the future of recycling and cleanliness with cutting-edge tech. Our innovative solutions are designed for those who demand smarter, more efficient ways to care for our planet. We're not just ahead of the curve, we're creating it. Ready to join the revolution? Visit PriorityWaste.com and see how we're setting the new standards in the industry. Priority, where technology meets sustainability.
Well, the Red Wings keeping an eye on the scoreboard, the out-of-town scoreboard. Tie between the Blue Jackets and the Kings. Zach Werenski opened the scoring at 9:24 for Columbus, and then Philip Deneau with a goal to tie it up for Los Angeles.
Los Angeles Kings, one of the top defensive teams in the National Hockey League. And of course, we have them here at Little Caesars Arena on Monday night. That's a very important game. Need some help from the Kings tonight against the Blue Jackets. We're probably the most surprising team in the National Hockey League.
Tarasenko out to center. His pass over on the right side. Intended for DeBrincat, broken up by the Lightning. They'll shoot it into the Red Wing end.
I think he'd be a little bit tired of that game last night, but plenty of energy for John Cooper and his group. Another good defensive play by Albert Johansson.
That's Girgensons firing it from the left face-off circle and that off a stick and out of play.
I think he's not happy now, Zengus Girgensons. Not playing in the Buffalo Sabres, now playing in Tampa Bay. Better weather. No snow down there in Tampa. It's on a good team. Life is good right now for Girgensons.
Well, you kind of like the Buffalo Wings there in Buffalo, though.
I think it's worth going back for.
I'll tell you what, you can get your fill there in Buffalo. Hot sauce, heavy hot sauce. There are advantages.
Whatever you say.
He's probably playing lighter now, right? Because he's not in Buffalo. Puck sticked out to center ice, no score. Winding down the first period. Shot taken there by Casper. Kind of a sneaky snapshot, and Vasilevsky made the save.
Tell you what, it seems sneaky to me from up here. But Vasilevsky, like Cam Talbot, likes to make those glove saves and gives out no rebounds for second or third chances.
Ken, I don't know about later. I think I've seen that calzone that you go get in Tampa Bay. Isn't that where that's at?
Good work, Daniela. Yeah. Good work. That's it. There you go. Now you're coming around.
Good thing I don't live down there.
Imagine listening to that, Daniela, for about 35 years.
I wonder how you've done it, Paul.
From the faceoff, Riemann with a shot, and that's knocked away by Vasilevsky as the Red Wings trying to score from the faceoff. 2 minutes to go here in the opening period, no score. Turning with it, McDonough lifts it over on the left side for Chernak, and he tapped it. Second effort out to center ice, and Sherratt to bang it right back into the Lightning end. 13 shots by the Red Wings, 6 for the Lightning. Scoreless tie, McDonough chasing the puck down in the corner, pulls away from traffic. Now lifts it up the right side for Kucherov. He lost the puck. Leno took it away, poked it over the line to Raymond. Raymond spins with it, got it back to Sherratt, who fired the shot in front, trying to tip his Veleno. It's off his stick up the right wing. Cirelli, now to Kucherov, in over the Detroit blue line. And that play is offside, and the play is stopped. Kucherov with a pretty lengthy point streak going into tonight's hockey game. 11 games with points.
And the New York Rangers right now, the hottest team in the National Hockey League. They made a big change, lots of changes. Whether they still got one, I think, to go, and that's Mika Zibanejad, the number 2 center iceman. But ever since Matt Remke came back off that suspension, 8-game suspension, the Rangers have been a different team and piling up the points now and not too far out of a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
7-0-3, the Rangers in their last 10 hockey games. One of the best teams in the NHL at the start of the season.
They were. That just shows you how quick it can change the NHL. Then they became the worst team in the National Hockey League. Had lots of internal problems, and all of a sudden it seems like now they've got most of that sorted out.
Minute to go in the period. Hedman now inside the Lightning zone, turning up the right side out to center, pushes it to Hagel, and he'll chop a backhand in behind the Detroit net. Talbot into the corner for Johansson. Flipped it up the wing. Berggren covered. Milano helping out to tap it up the right side. And that one shot into the Detroit players' bench along the far boards.
Dallas Aaron picked up a big victory last night against the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas now has dropped 4 of their last 5 hockey games. The New York Islanders, a lot of people thought they were done, but 3 consecutive wins with a victory against the Philadelphia Flyers. The Winnipeg Jets back on home ice. A big victory against the Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah, Vegas 3-6-1 in their last 10 hockey games.
They'll come back around, though. They're extremely deep. William Karlsson's been injured. He's the number 3 center iceman. They get those 4 center icemen back in the line. Thomas Hertl's having a full season there. It's a dangerous team, I think, come playoff season. Lost Logan Thompson. He went to Washington Capitals off season. That was a big loss in goal.
Shot from long range by McDonough, knocked away with a blocker of Talbot. Sider turned around in the corner, knocked down by Asamont. Glendening worked it to the left circle. Chafee into the corner with it. Twisting and turning to get away from Ben Sherrod, who tied him up and along the boards with a solid body check, centering attempt by Asamont. Ends up in the right corner and on the stick of Rasmussen. Jernick chopped it deeper into the corner. Chafee is spun around, and he took down Mo Sider, close to a minor penalty. Red Wings work it up the wing and out the center. Skates Soderblom. 5 seconds to go in the period. He'll work it into the corner, go after it himself. Center it out in front, and a shot at the horn by Sherratt went right through the Tampa Bay goal crease, and time will wind down, and the first period comes to a close. No score after 20 minutes of play.
That didn't work out. Just a great effort by Elmer Soderblom. First back inside his own zone, just inside the blue line. Made a good play to get out. Aggressive forechecking. Almost got a scoring chance for his team. That was an outstanding offensive shift by Tampa to close out the opening period, and great team defense by the Red Wings as well.
Get to those shots on goal in the opening period, brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevrolet dealers. Put it in D and CY. Chevy drives Motor City. Red Wings outshoot the Lightning 13-7, but I'll tell you what, they had at least 4 outstanding chances to score. Talbot standing tall between the pipes, but Kucherov missed a couple. Cirelli missed an empty net, and they were dangerous at times.
They had 4 grade A scoring chances you mentioned, but we had a lot of chances, Ken. And again, they weren't those kind of electrifying chances we saw from Tampa Bay, but still, they were very good scoring chances. And Vasilevsky made some big glove saves as well. It was a well-played period of hockey, but still, I think the Wings were the stronger team in that opening period. And again, about the Tampa Bay, those top 2 lines are outstanding, but when they get past those top 2 lines, they're not quite so good. And again, they got a big lift tonight when Eric Cernak came back in the blue line. He's one of their top 4 defensemen.
And again, Lucas Raymond continuing to play well for Detroit. He's had some chances as well.
He was definitely our best forward in that opening period. But again, the contributions we're getting now from our 3rd and 4th lines, just much better than we got to start the season. And all of a sudden, we're rock solid back on that blue line. I thought Albert Johansson and Simon Evanson had real strong on first period of play, and more good work by Ben Sherratt and Maritza Sider. Let's not leave out Justin Hall and Eric Gutson. Didn't play as much those top 4 defensemen, but still, they've been very steady now the last 4 or 5 games.
Well, we're approaching the month of February. Hard to believe, and it's hard to believe baseball is just around the corner as well. Tiger fans, don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Select April games, plus receive a $25 in-ballpark credit. Don't strike out. This deal ends tonight. Visit tigers.com/tickets for details. Exclusions do apply.
It's one of the most amazing stories I've seen in all sports last year. What the Detroit Tigers did, getting themselves someone in the playoffs and getting the second round. Just hopefully they can continue that again this season.
Pitchers and catchers reporting, I think, in about, right around the 12th of February. So right around the corner, Paul. Get your baseball cap and your Cracker Jack, and we're ready to go, right?
I'll be on the listen on the radio. Can't get enough of the Dan Dickerson on there. That's good.
We're the first intermission here in Detroit. No score between the Red Wings and the Lightning. Our first period break brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Jeff Rieger, he's in our 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. Tonight, this is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV.
Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevy, official vehicle of the Detroit Red Wings.
After beating colon cancer, I'm turning setbacks into comebacks. I am Henry.
I'm pain-free and at full strength after spine surgery. I am Henry.
A life-saving delivery ensured my shift could continue. I am Henry.
When you need care to get you back on your game, trust the only care team chosen as the official team physicians for the Detroit Red Wings. Henry Ford Health. We are Henry.
At first, credit card debt can seem harmless, like a cute little baby goat. But let it get out of control, and your debt goes wild, and that is anything but cute. Tame your debt with Rocket Mortgage. Tap into your home's equity and get funds in a matter of days. Just visit tameyourdebt.com. Call 1-800-407-3944 for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
I'm a geologist, and Little Caesar Stuffed Crazy Crust Pizza is not only tastier than the Earth's crust, but it's the lowest price in stuffed crust. With a buttery garlic-flavored crust that's stuffed with cheese, geologists agree Stuffed Crazy Crust rocks. Let's rock!
Try Little Caesar Stuffed Crazy Crust for only $9.49.
Pizza.
Price comparison of Little Caesar Stuffed Crazy Crust Pizza against menu prices of comparable stuffed crust pizza from top national pizza chains, plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
Little Caesars rocks!
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness. Beautifully marbled, beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef. And more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good. But bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Welcome on back. 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. Scoreless game. Bolts and Wings after one. Check the scoring summary brought to you by Dynatrace Cloud done right. 1 week ago today, Wings lost to the Lightning 5-1. No doubt revenge on their mind through one period. No scoring. Check the team stats. Shots on goal in favor of Detroit. 13-7. They've been out shooting a lot of teams lately, including their last game. They had over 40 shots on net. Hits in favor of Tampa Bay, 8-5. Tampa Bay has won one more face-off, 9-8, and we're still waiting for the first power play of the contest. Scoreless, Lightning and Red Wing after 20. Come back, we'll talk to Daniela Bruce about it. You're listening to Detroit Red Wings Hockey.
Red Wings fans, get in the game at Dunham Sports to find great savings in every aisle. Since 1937, Dunham's has been bringing Red Wing fans the best values on the brand name sporting goods you want. Dunham's has your favorite brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Champion, Carhartt, Titleist, Bauer, Spalding, Warrior, Nordic Track, and many more at prices that are hard to beat. Get in the game and save at any of the 70 Michigan Dunham Sports locations.
Get in the game at
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through February 3rd, get any new Highlander or Grand Highlander with 6.49 APR financing up to 72 months, including hybrid models with $1,681 per thousand borrowed, subject to approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness. Beautifully marbled, beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef.
And more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good. But bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Roofman for all your roofing needs for 3 generations. Go to roofmanusa.com or call 734-662-30.
Still a 1-1 tie between the Los Angeles Kings and the Columbus Blue Jackets.
It's a big game. Ottawa and Toronto got a big game as well. Nashville now 10 points out of the playoff spot in the Western Conference. They've won 5 consecutive games. How about the Vancouver Canucks heading in a different direction, 2-6-2. And Thatcher Demko healthy, not playing that well for Vancouver.
Emil Lilleberg is in the penalty box for Tampa Bay. Interference is the call. Now the Red Wings will go on the power play.
A big moment in the hockey game and a chance to extend that lead, expand that lead here in the second period.
Red Wing power play coming up first of the game, brought to you by Carbliss, the preferred ready-to-drink cocktail of your Detroit Red Wings.
You know, quite even just the Washington Capitals, all these teams are making a moves, but the Capitals just continue to play great hockey. 8-0-2, have not lost in regulation the last 10 games. What a job by Spencer Carberry and that Washington Capital team. First overall in the National Hockey League.
Yep, first team to 70 points this year in the NHL.
Nobody saw that coming. Wings huddled up right now. We're going to talk it over. They know it's a very important moment of the hockey game. They love to expand their lead to 2.
11:21, the time of the interference call to Lilleberg. Face off to the right of Andrei Vasilevsky. Wings win the draw. Larkin got it to the line to Seider. Now Larkin with a shot up high. That caught Vasilevsky up high, but he made the save.
Luke Glendening, his former team, in the face-off, got the puck back and almost scored.
Seider pitches it over, right side of the ice. Tarasenko to dump it behind the net to DeBrincat. Now lays it over in the left wing for Lucas Raymond. Now to Seider. Up high, down to the right circle, Tarasenko. Into the slot, back to the line. Seider's shot taken wide of the goal. Larkin was trying to tip. Now Larkin scooping it up into the high slot. Throws it over. Tarasenko pass in front. It was intended for DeBrincat and stopped by Vasilevsky. Red Wings dangerous on the power play. Raymond down low. DeBrincat cross ice feed and unable to handle that hot potato was Tarasenko. Seider holds it in. Now to Larkin in the slot. Left circle feed down low. Raymond. Raymond brings it back towards the top of the left circle. Now to DeBrincat. Stick handling back and forth. In the slot. Larkin with a chance. Rebound. Tarasenko over to the left side. Raymond picking it up from Seider. Vasilevsky making a couple of big saves right there. Red Wings with pressure trying to take a 2-0 lead. Here is Seider now moving over to the right circle. Pitches it down low to Larkin. Middle of the blue line. Tarasenko. Left circle feed. Lucas Raymond. Raymond now slowly makes his way into the corner, surveys the situation, throws it down low to DeBrincat, back to Raymond, to the blue line, Seider. Seider's shot, pinballs over to Raymond. Top of the left circle, he'll regroup. It's all Detroit here with the man advantage. Seider, middle of the blue line. Fumbled the puck, now tried to lay it across. It's broken up by Girgensons. Larkin trying to beat him to the puck down the ice, and a great defensive play as he knocked the puck away, Larkin from Girgensons.
Both teams exhausted, but Larkin just continues to push that puck. Now he circles back to give it to a teammate and make a quick change.
10 seconds left in the penalty to Lilleberg, but it was all Detroit on the power play.
Can't move the puck any better than that. Almost for the entire 2 minutes back inside that Tampa Bay blue line. Marco Casper dumps it back in. Gets the 4-chicken game going one more time.
Penalty is over, and Lilleberg out on the ice. Now the Red Wings floated to the side of the goal. It ends up in the right corner. Picking it up, Rasmussen turned it over to Cirelli, and he comes back 3-on-2. Now to Hagel up across the Red Wing blue line. Looking for a trailer, moves deeper into the corner, and turns away from Edvinsson, but stealing the puck, Soderblom to bring it out to center ice. Big Elmer over the blue line, coast to coast, moves to his forehand, and it was knocked away and driven by Radish all the way down the ice.
Smart play by Cam Mattel. We saw that the Tampa Bay forward was the first one down the ice, came out and played it. Because of that, the puck is now in the neutral zone. The Wings chip it in and make a big change.
22 shots by the Red Wings, 15 for the Lightning. Casper the lone goal, 1-0 Detroit. Now pass in front to Jake Gensel moving in, right circle with a shot. Talbot made the save. Quickly the Wings come back. Here's Berggren over the blue line. Now to J.T. Compher, throws it to the side of Vasilevsky, who'll hang on with a glove hand.
Well, the pace and the tempo of this game has definitely picked up in the second period. Almost got a playoff atmosphere, and the Wings holding on to that 1-0 lead.
Timeout, 5:54 to go, second period. Marco Casper's goal the difference. 1-0 Red Wings over the Lightning. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Hi, welcome to our grand reopening.
What's so grand? Looks like the same bar, same food, same drinks.
But not the same Club Kino.
Welcome to the newly redesigned Club Kino from the Michigan Lottery. Now with the new +3, giving you more chances to match and win.
I like.
There's a new and improved kicker with more chances to multiply your winnings.
Impressive.
And even bigger jackpots with a jack.
Wow, I just love what you've done with the place.
Try the new Club Kino, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limit is always the best bet.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
Red Wings lead 1-0 on the Marco Casper goal coming halfway through this hockey game. This game brought to you by Meijer, the official grocer of the Detroit Red Wings radio network. But what a play by Dylan Larkin coming back, and those are the types of plays that you won't see in the box score tomorrow, but they mean a lot during the course of the game.
Well, I mentioned the Four Nation tournament the other night there that he'll be used a lot by Mike Sullivan, head coach of Team USA, because he's got that skating ability and he can skate with Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid of Team Canada.
Raced in on Girgensons, who was breaking in over the Red Wing line. Now down the ice it goes, and Gustafsson will pick it up and move away from Connor Geekie.
They're down a goal, but I tell you what, they're playing a lot better than they did. They played back at home against the Red Wings when they won that game 4-1.
Victor Hedman inside the Tampa Bay zone, bumped it around the end boards, right corner. Crozier moves it in behind the goal, now to Hedman again. Lightning in the white jersey, blue trim, they're attacking right to left, and now they ice the puck, and now a face-off coming down the ice. Circle to the right of Andrei Vasilevsky. All right, Paul, let's get to our plus-minus update brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Buy, sell, finance, and save.
It bothers me to mention this one, but we got to talk about the negative part of it, the minus side as well, not just all positive. But Pittsburgh's got 48 points in the season. They lost today. They're 3 games below 500. Sidney Crosby, 13 goals, 51 points. That's real good. But minus 19 in the season, that's not very good. And that's a problem right now for the Pittsburgh Penguins. The problem with Pittsburgh, that's a veteran team, especially their best players are all older guys. Kyle Dubas, the new general manager of Pittsburgh, has definitely got his hands full.
Now, the other thing about them is their goal differential is minus 34 this season. Been a minus for a long time as the Red Wings pick it up now. Larkin up the right wing. Chips it in over the head of Hedman and into the corner deep in the Lightning zone. Now back in the line of Sider. Rolls it around the end boards. Johansson trying to knock it away from Nick Paul. Second effort, got it down low to Marco Casper. Helping out Dylan Larkin. Wings are in the middle of a change. Berggren has it after hopping over the boards. He's on the ice for Detroit. Johansson again rifles it into the Lightning zone to Joe Veleno. Quick. Long shot from the blue line, just inside the blue line by Albert Johansson, and Vasilevsky makes the save, and Berggren was knocked down after the whistle.
Got a response from Joe Veleno. Wings got to be careful, though. Another good ship for the Red Wings in the offensive zone, working it down low, hanging on to it, getting back to the defenseman. Now Tampa Bay getting a little bit frustrated.
That's Eric Chernak. Likes to play it rough at times. He just gave Berggren a little shove with the left arm and threw him to the ice. Remember down a few years ago, they had Radko Gudas on their team, and he was another feisty blue liner.
Yeah, Radko now is the captain of the Anaheim Ducks, and that was a good decision by general manager Pat Verbeek. He's just a difficult guy to play against, like Moritz Seider. He's not skilled like Moritz Seider, but he's just one of those guys. He doesn't pick his spots. He's aggressive and enforceable against every player in the National Hockey League, and he's a great leader in that team. They got Jacob Trouba back there in that blue line as well. Tampa and Anaheim not as bad as I think their standings right now.
Red Wings are late coming back. Berggren out of the Lightning zone, and offside is the call.
Some conversation as well now about Sidney Crosby after the big deal with Mika Rantanen getting traded from Colorado. No one expected that to happen. That maybe he gets traded after the Four Nations tournament, and what teams might be involved in that. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. When you got a guy who's played that many years for one single organization, I can't see him finishing his career somewhere else.
Now, I could see a guy like maybe Malkin going somewhere.
Even that, Ken, I'm not quite sure. I think they're going to retire, but that's the problem. They got Letang, they got Erik Karlsson, they got Crosby, they got Malkin. They're all getting older. They're supposed to be the best players, and you've got no salary cap space, so it's difficult to make changes.
It's a foot race for the puck. Valeno really working hard, but Perbix got there just before Joe. He's shaking his head and icing the call against the Red Wings. You know, that's actually a pretty fun play now where you get the foot race, and when you get a battle like that and you got both players going after the puck, you know, it kind of makes it a little bit exciting. It really does. And no one's going to get hurt because back in the old days, you'd get pasted along the end board.
And Joe Valeno's been a good improvement, too, since coming back in the lineup. And again, that's good work by Tom McClellan, that coaching staff. And if you're not playing well, we're going to hold you out, put someone in bounce out there. And next time you get your opportunity, you're going to have to take advantage of it.
1-0 Red Wings, 4 minutes to go, second period. Casper the goal scorer from the blue line. Perbix shoots the puck. That's blocked. Wings have blocked a lot of shots in the hockey game. Perbix again rolls it down low into the corner for Braden Point.
Look at the defensive work here by JT Compher. He's been very good tonight. He's picked up an assist.
And Johansson forces Kucherov out to center. Jab of the stick as the Lightning. Perbix will pick it up inside the Tampa Bay zone.
He hasn't played that much, but I got to say he's our most improved player, Albert Johansson.
Now after the puck, Braden Point, left corner on Edmondson. Edmondson stole it and quickly heads back for Detroit. Flips it over on the left side. Casper flips it in behind the goal, and Vasilevsky backhands it into the right corner, and scooping it out to center ice is Darren Radish. Out to the Red Wing blue line. Esamon had it knocked away. Raymond chipped it ahead to Larkin. Spun around, and Point tied him up. Point slides it across his own blue line. Esamon to dump and deeper into the Tampa Bay zone. Victor Hedman in front of Vasilevsky brings it forward now for the Lightning. Pass at center, broken up by Casper. Now Hedman up across the Red Wing line. Pushed it back to Esamon. Shot the puck. Save made. Talbot. Rebound right wing boards. And Raymond to dish it out the center ice. The Wings right back across the line. Lucas Raymond right face off. Circle with a shot short side. Vasilevsky the save. Lively rebound. Dylan Larkin regroups for Detroit. Got it back to the line. A Hall with a shot. And Vasilevsky makes the save in a kneeling position.
And there it is for Detroit. And good work by Lucas Raymond. Dylan Larkin in the offensive zone. Refusing to get that puck up. Instead of throwing it wildly to an area. Pick their head up. Give it to the defenseman. Justin Hall comes back to the middle of the ice. It was a good scoring chance. Unfortunately, nobody down in front. Routine stop for Andre Vasilevsky, but good work by the Red Wings.
Austin Matthews with a 5-game point streak for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's got 6 goals in that 5-game streak.
Yeah, Matthew Nye's out. He's one of the top of forwards. That's going to hurt Toronto a little bit as well. John Tavares not playing, so there's 2 key forwards, but that's a big game tonight for them on the road against the Ottawa Senators.
Puck shot into the crowd from the blue line, and the faceoff remains deep in the Tampa Bay zone with 2:26 to go in the second period. Wings on top, 1-0. Out of town, the Devils have a 2-1 lead over the Canadiens. That helps Detroit a little bit, and still a 1-1 tie between the Kings and the Blue Jackets after 40 minutes.
And the Devils lost goaltender Jacob Markstrom. He's out with a knee injury. He was going to be on Team Sweden at the Four Nations tournament. He won't be playing, obviously, there 6 to 8 weeks. The big loss for the Devils.
So a game the Red Wings looking at. Toronto and Ottawa tied 1-1 in the second period. Now down low, moving in. Hagel with a shot as he rushed to the side of the Red Wing goal. It was blocked, and Soderblom had it knocked away by Hagel. Hagel working forward along the far boards to the line of Crozier, and he flips it off a body into the corner. Sider working over Hagel. Some hard work along the boards. Crozier popped it in behind the Red Wing net. Ben Sherratt pitched it up the left wing. Now an outlet feed comes out to Rasmussen, who chips it to the blue line, and Anthony Cirelli dropping it back to Crozier, and he'll flip it over the Detroit line. Intercepting is Sherrod. He'll swing it behind his own goals. Tampa's making a change. Minute 20 to go in the second period. 1-0 Detroit. From center ice, Sherrod will hammer it around the boards into the corner. Nick Paul got it behind the goal. Now picks it up again. Here's Paul bringing it out to center ice for the Lightning. Flips it over the line to Crozier, and he'll flip it in behind the Detroit. For Johansson trying to knock it away from Braden Point. Now Point steals. Twisting and turning. Into the corner, not giving up an inch is Albert Johansson. Red Wings steal. Edmondson in behind the net. Popped it around the near side. Under a minute to go in the second period. 1-0 Red Wings. Perbix in the corner to dump it around the boards. It got away from Kucherov. Behind the Detroit net. And the play is whistled down. It was gloved ahead, says the referee Garrett Rank.
And good to call the referee that time. He made the right call on some pressure by Tampa Bay, but just not any clean scoring chance, and not too many on Cam Talbot. And boy, the Wings done a good job of slowing down Braden Point. And they gave Kucherov in the second period of play.
Late next week, the Red Wings will be heading out to Western Canada in the Calgary Flames with some needed points, and they have a 2-1 lead in their game in Minnesota tonight against the Wild.
And the red-hot Edmonton Oilers won their game against the Buffalo Sabres 3-2 this afternoon, and they have been the best team in the National Hockey League probably going back the last couple of months. 21-6-1 in the last 28 games. The Edmonton Oilers are playing these last couple of games without their captain Connor McDavid serving a 3-game suspension.
Well, he'll be back in plenty of time for the Red Wings when they play him out next Thursday.
Not sure that's good news. Pretty good 1-2 punch, Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Right now, I'd give the Hart Trophy to Leon Draisaitl. He has been outstanding for the Edmonton Oilers. Leads the NHL with 35 goals.
Down to 37.5 seconds to go in the second period. Wings with 23 shots have a 1-0 lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Face off to the right of Talbot. Cam Talbot stopping 16 of those Lightning shots as the Red Wings pick it up from the face-off. Sider to roll it down into the Tampa Bay zone. Sticked ahead by Radish. Out the center. Wings shoot it back in behind the Lightning net. Hedman knocking it away from an oncoming Marco Kasper. The Wings steal inside the Lightning zone. Sider flips it to Raymond. Makes his way into the corner, and Hagel ties him up. They wrestle for it in the corner. Larkin dug it loose. Got it to the line. Here's Sider pitching it over. Left side, Sherratt with a shot. Vasilevsky makes the save. Kasper in the corner, turns away from Gensel, slides it out in front of the goal at the horn, and it's off the stick of Radish. Now the sticks get up. Hagel in a wrestling match behind the net. Sider involved, and Raymond is on the bottom of the pile with Hagel on top of Lucas Raymond.
And Victor Hedman off the sides, got a hold of the Red Wing captain, the two captains, Dylan Larkin. Those two are having a pretty good conversation now.
Kasper's got a bear hug on Radish, and Sider's trying to go after one of those Lightning players there. Jake Gensel. Cirelli. Hagel's helmet has come off. I would imagine penalties coming up here to Hagel and Raymond. They still battle in the corner, and pushing is Sider. Kasper had a really good bear hug on his man. That was Radish. Kasper's a pretty strong kid. Had a big bear hug on him in the corner.
No damage done. Be interesting calls to the referees. Got to be offsetting minor penalties, you would think. This is time expired in period number 2. They probably just go send the teams to the locker rooms and start 5-on-5. It starts its third period, a very important period for both teams.
Dylan Larkin was yapping at Victor Hedman. And now cooler heads prevail. 40 minutes in the books here in Hockey Town. Things heating up a little bit after that final play in the Tampa Bay zone. Marco Kasper, the lone goal scorer, 1-0 Detroit. Let's get to those shots on goal in the second period. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. 25 shots after 40 minutes by the Red Wings. 16 for Tampa. Let's go downstairs. Daniela Bruce standing by.
Thank you, Ken. I've got Red Wings forward Christian Fischer with me. Picked up the secondary assist on the goal that made it 1-0 in favor of the Red Wings. But let's start with this. Your team on the penalty
I think that's trying to get guys to come at them and do stuff like that after the whistle is not going to help us. So great to see everybody involved, though.
Thanks, Fish. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, player interview all season long brought to you by Meijer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Red Wings. While Daniela was talking with Christian Fisher in that interview, referees making some penalty calls. Red Wings will actually have a power play to start the third period. Hagel off for roughing. Hedman's in the penalty box as well. Lucas Raymond roughing for Detroit.
That's a favorable call for the Red Wings. Hopefully, can take advantage of that and add to the lead at the start of the second period of play. But isn't it sort of refreshing now and seeing what we've seen after 40 minutes of great hockey between Tampa Bay and Detroit? And the thing we're talking about in the second period was a sequence when the Red Wings blocked 3 consecutive shots. And Daniela talked about Evanson making one, the first one, and then JT Compher, but it was Justin Hall that made the third one. That was probably the most critical one because the other 2 guys were hurt. They were laboring. They couldn't defend properly. And if he doesn't make that block shot, Justin Hall, they probably scored their first goal of the game.
And another good play by Dylan Larkin as Gergensons was breaking in on the left wing, and he came all the way back to not give him a shot on goal or a scoring chance.
That's not much of a chance for Zengas Gergensons. He's a veteran of forward now, and he had been out there for a long time. He was exhausted. He could hardly get himself up the ice, and Dylan Larkin almost made that look easy defensively, but it was a great play, as you mentioned, by the Red Wing captain.
Hey fans, have you heard about our Wing Wheel Nation waitlist? Join today with a deposit for as low as $50 per set and score priority on full and half season memberships for the 25-26 Red Wing season. Being on the wait list also comes with access to exclusive offers, pre-sales, and more. Don't wait. Visit DetroitRedWings.com/waitlist today.
Just tenacious defense for the Red Wings all over the ice. It started with the Montreal Canadiens in that third period, did not allow the Canadiens to score a goal and come back in that hockey game, and 2 very solid periods here against a very good team at Tampa Bay Lightning.
Well, we come back to start the third period. Red Wings will be on the power play as Hagel and Hedman receive penalties at the 20-minute mark. Lucas Raymond for Detroit. 1-0 Red Wings on the goal by Marco Kasper halfway through the hockey game. Our second period break is brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash. Jeff Riegers in our 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable. Silverado. Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV.
Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevy, official vehicle of the Detroit Red Wings.
After beating colon cancer, I'm turning setbacks into comebacks. I am Henry.
I'm pain-free and at full strength after spine surgery. I am Henry.
A life delivery ensured my shift could continue. I am Henry.
When you need care to get you back on your game, trust the only care team chosen as the official team physicians for the Detroit Red Wings. Henry Ford Health. We are Henry.
I'm a geologist, and Little Caesar Stuffed Crazy Crust Pizza is not only tastier than the Earth's crust, but it's the lowest price in stuffed crust. With a buttery garlic-flavored crust that's stuffed with cheese, geologists agree Stuffed Crazy Crust rocks. Let's rock!
Try Little Caesar Stuffed Crazy Crust for only $9.49.
Pizza.
Price comparison of Little Caesar Stuffed Crazy Crust Pizza against menu prices of comparable stuffed crust pizza from top national pizza chains, plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
Little Caesars rocks!
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled, beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving MPerks rewards. Because saving more local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. 1-800-CALL-SAM is always a free call. And your fast, confidential consultation is always free too. And for over 50 years, our no-fee guarantee means you don't pay us a fee unless we win your case. If you're hurt in an accident, get the Bernstein advantage. Call 1-800-CALL-SAM. What do you have to lose? It's free.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
Welcome on back. 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. Good period for the Wings. Up 1-0 on the Lightning after 2 periods. Check the scoring summary brought to you by McLaren and the Carmanis Cancer Institute. Your best chance. Scoreless after 1. Second period got going. Marco Kasper changed the score. 7th of the season. Comfer and Fisher with the assist. 9:55 mark. Wings lead it 1-0. That would do it for the scoring. Shots on goal in favor of Detroit, 25-16. Hits in favor of the Bolts, 13-9. Tampa's won more faceoffs, 22-17. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play. 1-0 Wings after 40 minutes of action. We'll come back. We'll talk to Paul Woods about it. You're listening to Detroit Red Wings Hockey.
Jack Dimmer Lincoln on Michigan Avenue has some exciting news. The new 2025 Lincoln Aviator has been thoughtfully redesigned inside and out. Come in and check it out. You can also order the all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator later this month. It, too, has been redesigned inside and out and includes a new 48-inch panoramic display. Don't forget, we offer a mobile service van, which means we come to you. Visit Jack Dimmer Lincoln on Michigan Avenue in the heart of Dearborn, or visit online at dimmerlincoln.net.
Get ready, Little Caesars Arena, because light beer just got better. And Sam Adams is here to elevate your game day experience. With the clean, crisp taste of American Light, you're not just grabbing any light beer, you're upgrading to the best in the game. It's smooth, easy drinking, and oh, so refreshing. You'll be reaching for another one in no time. Plus, American Light is brewed right here in the USA using all American sourced ingredients. Sam Adams American Light Beer. Because when life calls for a cold one, it's always Sam season.
When you have a gambling problem, you have a money problem.
10 gallons of gas, cash or credit?
Yesterday's lottery ticket won't fill up your tank. Because when you're feeding a gambling problem...
Okay, your grocery total is $98.
It's difficult putting food on the table, paying your bills, and keeping your life together. If you or a loved one is struggling with gambling, get free confidential help at michigan.gov/problemgambling. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Enterprise is proud to be the official partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Your goal is our goal, and we're ready with the
out the center, moves away from Raymond. Quickly over the line, had it chopped away. Dylan Larkin will pick it up. It's Kasper doing the job. Sider falls down, stumbles again, finally manages to clear it out to the Tampa Bay blue line.
Maybe he broke a blade in escape. It's not the problem. He stays out there.
Their next pass off the stick of Kasper, and now it comes to Asaman along the right wing boards, moves into the corner of the Red Wing zone, centered it out in front, broken up by Detroit. And Kasper again to lift it up the left wing out to the Tampa Bay blue line.
Use the right word again. Just solid defense for a rookie forward in the NHL.
5 minutes to go, and the Red Wings with the Let's Go Red Wing chant. 1-0 Detroit. Marco Kasper, the lone goal scorer. Wing steal down low. Rasmussen out of Valeno with a drop. He fired it wide to the right goal post. Valeno after the puck. Into the corner now to T. Comfer. Spins away from traffic. Floats it to the line to Edvinsson. Into the high slot, Joe Valeno. Give and go. Edvinsson shoots the puck, trying to go upstairs. And that's off the arm of Vasilevsky. Broken stick out there, and it belongs to McDonough. Now picked up along the wing and chipped out to center by Chafee into the Detroit end. Red Wings control possession of the puck now in front of their own goal. 4:20 to play. 1-0 Detroit. Through center, Johansson in over the blue line. Shoots the puck, and that's off a stick and in behind the Tampa Bay goal. Radish will scoop it up now and lay it ahead out the center. Nick Paul down the middle over the Red Wing line, cruising in. Moves into the corner, banks it around the boards. Right side comes to the line to Radish. Radish feathers it behind the net to Nick Paul. Bottom of the right circle, now to Radish. Radish outside rim of the right circle, steers it around into the far corner. Kopp to race it in deep now. He'll play it ahead. Tarasenko moves away from a check. Gets it over the line to DeBrincat. Now to the trailer. Tarasenko to DeBrincat. He shot the puck just wide of the right corner of the goal. Good passing play by Detroit. Red Wings almost connect. Wings are changing. Koppel dumped that puck slowly into the corner. Now he will exit the ice.
Great breakout for the Red Wings. Led to a good scoring chance. Balance to Brinker. Raymond's got it again.
Here's Raymond, wrist shot to the front of the goal, and Vasilevsky, the glove save, 3:19 to play.
Funny you think people think, well, it's the offense, get the people coming out of their seats. No, it's a team defense, the tenacity of the defensemen, the forwards, battling hard against the opposing team. That's what gets the crowd excited.
We'll be back with a final 3:19 of this one. It's going down to the wire. Red Wings 1, Tampa Bay nothing. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Wings fans, skate into bliss this season with Carbliss, the no carb, no sugar, 100 calorie premium vodka cocktail with power play flavors like black raspberry, pineapple, cranberry, and lemon lime. There's a Carbliss flavor for everyone. Find ice cold Carbliss at Little Caesars Arena all season long, at retailers near you, and at drinkcarbliss.com. Carbliss, an official ready to drink cocktail of your Detroit Red Wings.
Hey hockey fans, get ready to launch your game day experience to another dimension with Tangerine Space Machine, the out-of-this-world hazy IPA brewed by our friends at New Holland Brewing in Holland, Michigan. Tangerine Space Machine is a can of intergalactic hazy goodness that is smooth, easy drinking, and just the right kick of citrus. And if you love Tangerine Space Machine, don't miss out on the cosmic flavors of Peach Space Machine, both available throughout Little Caesars Arena and featured at the New Holland Bar inside the 1701 pub on the mezzanine level outside Portal 57. Let's go Wings!
I got a dandy here brewing in Detroit. 1-0 Red Wings, 3:19 to play. In regulation, Wings out shooting Tampa Bay 31-25. Red Wings have the face-off where they want it deep in the Tampa Bay zone. The Lightning win the draw, though, as McDonough lifts it around the end boards into the corner. Chernak lifts it out to center ice. Girgensons fumbled the puck a little bit. Now gets it over the line to Hagel. Cuts inside. Shoots the puck. Blocked out in front. Rebound chance. It was taken from the left side by Girgensons off a stick and out of play.
That stick belonged to Ben Schrott. More good work by Tampa Bay. They were going east to west in the offensive zone, cutting through that slot area. Good defense against the Red Wings. JT Comfort out there for Detroit with Michael Rasmussen and Joe Valeno.
Let's get to our hardest working player, brought to you by Carhartt, proud to support Red Wing hockey and all the hardworking people make it possible.
This one's about a team, again, a hardworking team. It's the Montreal Canadiens in the third and the fourth line. The Montreal Canadiens' third and fourth line have combined for 52 goals on the season. Emil Heinemann's a rookie forward. He's got 10. He's not playing right now. And Joel Armio's got 8. Jake Evans, outstanding 11 goals. That's just the fourth line. The third line, 23 goals as well. Lots of production in the third and fourth line, and that's what winning teams have to have. That production from the third and fourth line of players to help out the offense.
Montreal's fought their way 3-3 tie halfway through the third with the New Jersey Devils.
Scrambling face-off play. Good job by Michael Rasmussen. Boxing out Brandon Hagel.
Crawford didn't clear it out. Now it comes over to Dylan Larkin. His pass blocked over to the left wing boards. Rasmussen dumps it down the ice, and Chernak to pick it up in the corner.
You think back to our championship for years, and that's what we got. We got outstanding production in the third and the fourth lines, and you weren't quite sure what they're going to do, but they would contribute offensively and always be tight defensively.
Nick Paul out at center ice, 2.5 to go in the third, 1-0 Detroit. Hagel now to Kucherov. Back to the line to Hedman. There goes Vasilevsky for the extra attacker. Shot from long range taken by Hedman. Reaching down with the glove save, Talbot. So Vasilevsky is at the end of the Tampa Bay bench. And now we've got 6 attackers on the ice for the Lightning.
But Nick Paul's had a strong hockey game, not involved offensively statistically, but he's been tough to play against. He's been battling hard against Maritza Sutter, 2 big, strong, powerful players. That's not a good play by Victor Hedman. They had possession inside the offensive zone. Vasilevsky was going to the bench. He just floated through there. That's a routine stop for Cam Talbot. Now the face-off becomes critically important for both teams.
And our critical face-offs at overtime is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card. The Lightning had some late magic yesterday in Chicago. Red Wings trying to shut them down. All right, Kucherov in the slot, a one-time shot by Point, wide of the goal. It was a shot low to the ice. He was right out in front.
Not quite sure how he got that shot off. He just didn't miss that for the goal post.
6 attackers on the ice. Here's Hedman, left point in the Red Wing zone. Wings in that box formation. Here is Hedman's shot, tipped in front, wide of the goal. Red Wings clear it out the boards, and it's held in by Radish. Barely held it in. Larkin goes down. Crowd says they want a penalty. Not going to happen. Radish from the line. Now to Kucherov. Spin move to get away from Larkin. Pass in the slot to Braden. Point with a shot, and Talbot with a big save.
How about that spinorama? Nikita Kucherov coming off the right side of their boards. A little spinorama and a perfect backhand pass to Braden Point. That guy is magic in the offensive zone, Nikita Kucherov.
Down to 1:53 to go, and a face-off to the left of Talbot. He's made some big saves, Cam Talbot.
Yeah, he's always these amazing guys like Patrick Kane that way. If you put too much pressure on him, he'll pass the puck exactly where you came from. But again, you just got to do it. You got to put the pressure on him. Cam Talbot's got an equipment problem. This will help the Red Wings a little bit to catch their breath. Referee's monitoring closely. Said, "Okay, put the mask back on. Let's go."
Lightning 26-18-3 on the season. They have 55 points. Right now they're behind the Boston Bruins in the standings because the Bruins won their game 3-1 over the Avalanche at home today. The Wings trying to move up the ladder. Critical face-off brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
It's a good move by Cam Talbot. He just bought about 45 seconds for his team a chance to catch their breath defensively.
Tampa Bay net to our left is empty. Braden Point against Dylan Larkin. Point's got it back to Kucherov. Now to the blue line to Radish as they set it up. Radish middle of the blue line. Now to Victor Hedman. To Radish up high. Back to the middle of the blue line. Victor Hedman hanging on to the puck. Watched by Comper. Now to Radish. Shoots the puck through traffic block. Rebound. Point with a chance. Rebound. Talbot just made a great save on Anthony Cirelli. Into the slot. It rolls down into the right corner. Cirelli to Hedman, back in the line of Radish, now to Kucherov down low, bottom of the circle, centering attempt, blocked. It goes along the boards. Larkin fighting for it, lost an edge. Kucherov bounces it into the corner, now gets the feed to Point. Point shot it wide. Cirelli bounced it around the boards. Kucherov in the slot, Radish with a drive, that's blocked right out in front. Cirelli dumped it to the blue line, 1:05 to go. Tampa with pressure. Kucherov in the corner, swept the second effort in behind the goal. Cirelli with a minute to go, plays it around the near side. Kucherov bothered from behind. Now Radish over to the left circle for Hedman. Back to Radish at the middle of the blue line. They regroup. Kucherov into the right circle, turning with a Gensel. Feed over, a shot wide of the goal by Hedman. He had the half wide open net and missed. Kucherov right circle. Gensel fires the puck off a skate into the corner. 30 seconds to go. Rasmussen dumped it out to center. He goes after the loose puck himself, racing in, and he scores! And Kucherov sent him flying into the net, but it doesn't matter because the Red Wings have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's the best hockey game we've seen in Little Caesar in a long, long time. What an effort by both these teams. Non-stop offense by the Tampa Bay Lightning in the final couple of minutes. So many great chances. Big saves by Cam Talbot. A couple of misses by Tampa players. But how about the defense for the Red Wings and Michael Rasmussen? Exhausted going down there. Got tripped up as he backhanded it into that wide-open net to seal the deal for the Red Wings.
That was Nikita Kucherov. I think that chopped him. Made him lose his footing. Rasmussen into the net. The puck went, so did Rasmussen, but that's another DT Energy light the lamp goal. I'm on Victor Hedman. He had a half wide open net. He was set up beautifully in the left circle and just missed
How
it.
about Anthony Cirelli? The chances he had, just so many great scoring chances.
Rasmussen's okay. He went down the tunnel towards the locker room. 20 seconds left. Red Wings in control. They've got a 2-0 lead. Crowd cheering here in Detroit. Lilleberg in front of his own bench, tapped it over the Red Wing line. Mo Seider to pick it up and move him behind his own goal. Body checks Asamon. 5 seconds to go in the game. Tarasenko popped it out to center ice, and there goes the horn, and the hockey game is over. Second shutout of the season for Cam Talbot, his 33rd career shutout, stopping all 28 Tampa shots. Red Wings get goals from Kasper and Rasmussen. Red Wings now with 51 points, and the final score here tonight, Red Wings 2 and Tampa Bay nothing.
And don't look now, the Red Wings just 2 points out of a wild card spot in that Eastern Conference. They're chasing a Columbus. The Blue Jackets are playing it tonight. The Wings do have a game in hand on the Columbus. The Blue Jackets, but what a battle that was tonight. And the Wings beat one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference in a 2-0 shutout win.
Now the Red Wings converge at center ice. And they're a happy group as the Red Wings win 2 in a row. And it was a total team effort here tonight. A lot of block shots, great plays by Cam Talbot too. And the Red Wings win and get the 2 points.
I think Tom McClellan said in your pregame show that the last game against the Montreal Canadiens was their best game as a team since he's taken over the coaching staff. I think he'll say this one here